What's up, my friends and my new friends? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, I am going to be comparing the final Kamehameha versus the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha to give you guys a better idea on which ultimate attack to use, which one is more superior than the other, and I'm going to be testing these against an AI-controlled bot character in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, I'm going to go to free battle. I'm not going to go into training. I would rather play against an AI because they're more lifelike and similar to fighting a real player, because, you know, Bandai Dimps, they've definitely increased the strength of the bots in this game. So it's more of a challenge, you know. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to use the final Kamehameha online in like a PvP match or a battle in a parallel quest, and there's going to be these controlled AIs. So let's go ahead and see, you know, with the final Kamehameha and the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha, how effective they are against a controlled, moving, artificial intelligence computer player. So as you can see, I've got 125 in Ki Blast Supers, max Ki at 20. These two are really important to have, especially if you have a Sam race, or maybe even any race in particular, but it depends how you build your character. For Sand races, you're definitely going to need max Ki at 20, and you're going to need Ki Blast Supers at 125. As for equipment, I'm using the Capsule Corporation Gi. I got +4 on Ki Blast Supers, -2 on Strike Supers, and basic attacks. And that's for each of these items, each of these pieces of clothing, which means there's going to be an additional damage boost. So what you're going to want to do, we already have our two ultimate attacks equipped. If we go to skill set, you'll see times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha and final Kamehameha already equipped. So let's go ahead to offline battles, and we're going to click free battle. I don't want to do training because training is just way too simple, and I'd like the challenge, you know, because of the AI. It's more similar to playing against a real player. This is officially my second attack comparison video for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. The last one we did, I think, had like 15,000 views, and that was like times 4 Kaioken Kamehameha versus Kaioken Kamehameha versus times 20 Kaioken Kamehameha, which is incredible. That was like a 23-minute video, so maybe this one will be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes long. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and play against Hit just because he's got some good combos, but you know, on the other hand, I don't really like his skill set, especially with his time skip ability. It's really hard to land. You really actually have to like stamina break your opponent if you're going to get this ultimate attack to register. Transform, times 100 BBK. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the hell, dude? Alright, so for both of these ultimate attacks, I'm going to go ahead and go into offline battles and click training. This is my custom character Smash with me, and we're playing against Hit right now. So let's go ahead and test this out. Let's go ahead and test this out and see which ultimate attack is the best. So let's go ahead and go into Super Saiyan 3, and let's use the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha. That actually did a lot of damage to do. That actually dealt a lot of damage, but it took a long time to initiate the ultimate attack, so it leaves you really vulnerable. Your opponent could charge in at you, teleport behind you, and stamina break you before you could even use the ultimate attack, so it leaves you really vulnerable from behind because it takes a while to initiate the ultimate attack. Let's go ahead and use Final Kamehameha from close range. Final Kamehameha is actually really, really good. And look at how much damage it just did to Hit there. It took down a full bar, actually almost even a bar and a half. So let's go ahead and try times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha again. That did slightly a little bit more damage than the final Kamehameha did. Let's go ahead and try the final Kamehameha one more time. That actually did a lot of damage. So both of them are kind of tied, but the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha is, you know, it's actually really interesting and really good. So I'm going to use the Gallic Gun here, and then I'm going to go Super Saiyan 2. Oh no, that didn't even work. Alright, this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to return to Conton City, and we're going to select to play against an AI and try to use the times 100 Big Bang and the final K against an enemy, because, you know, it's kind of nice seeing the ultimate attack tested against a controlled AI, you know, one that's not standing there, because if you were to use these ultimate attacks online, you're going to be playing against real players. Or if you were to use these in parallel quests, you're going to be playing against real bots. And they're going to be moving around and navigating around the map, trying to fight you and annoy you while you're trying to use these ultimate attacks and get them to register. So again, the times 100 leaves you very vulnerable, and the final Kamehameha leaves you very vulnerable as well. So we're going to go into free battle, 1 versus 1. And we're going to go ahead and select our custom character and pretty much just play against any random character. I guess we're going to be playing against, let's do Android 18. Okay, let's fight in Kami's Lookout. Hopefully this goes well and my stamina doesn't get broken, and you guys could see how much damage both of these ultimate attacks do against Android 18. Now once I'm done with the first one, I'm going to restart this match and I'm going to use the other one. So you want to bring up all of your stamina that you or all of your ki that you possibly can. Get to Super Saiyan 3 as quickly as possible, or to your transformation just for that additional damage boost. So let's go ahead and get Android 18 here and use the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha. Holy crap! Look at how much damage that just did to Android 18 right there. She literally got wrecked. Like, I just wrecked her rectum. I don't even know, but she basically got destroyed. She was just standing there. Look, like the amount of damage I did to her with 125 Ki Blast supers, and the amount of damage I did to her because of the additional damage with my outfit. Let's go ahead and go Super Saiyan and try just standard Super Saiyan against Android 18 and try out the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha. Let's see how much damage this does. Okay, she was kind of blocking it there. That was a little bit pathetic. She kind of set us back a little bit. Oh, see? It took too long to initiate the ultimate attack. We basically got stunned there after she broke our stamina. So we were kind of screwed there for a little bit. She could have charged in at us and done a lot of additional damage to us. But she was kind of nice about it and she didn't really do that. So let's go ahead and teleport behind her and build up our ki again. So it looks like you need 5 ki bars to do the times 100. So this is close range. Well, that was kind of pathetic. I don't even know how they can block ultimate attacks like that. Like, I can't even do that crap. I always have to teleport and fly around the guy. So let's go ahead and get our 5 ki bars back as soon as she stops foreplaying with us. I need to try to give you guys some gameplay on the other ultimate attack, the final Kamehameha. So let's go ahead and knock Android 18 down. Ah, you ho. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform into Super Saiyan 3 or turn golden or whatever transformation we are. And there's Android 18. Let's use the final Kamehameha. Wow! That almost did more damage. I think that did equally about the same amount of damage as the times 100 Big Bang. So that's actually really cool. Honestly, the times 100 takes a lot of time to initiate, and it's easier to get behind the opponent that's using the ultimate attack. So if I were you guys, I would probably, you know, use the final Kamehameha over the times 100. The final Kamehameha seems to do a lot of damage, and it looks to be pretty damn amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and restart, and I'm going to try my best to do standard Super Saiyan Big Bang Kamehameha and standard Super Saiyan Final Kamehameha, just to give you guys the final result of both ultimate attacks, to see how much damage is done between the times 100 and the final Kamehameha. So I kind of screwed up a little bit there. I don't know why, but I'm just going to spam some of these ultimates and get my standard Super Saiyan. Alright, so let's go ahead and go standard Super Saiyan. Transform. Blah. Alright, we've got our ki back. Okay, Android 18, lay off for a second. Times 100. And she broke our stamina. See, if you're going to use times 100, you really have to take into consideration that it's really risky to use actually either of these attacks, and they're not really fast enough like the Super Kamehameha or the ×4 Kaioken Kamehameha. We can't use either Final Kamehameha or the ×100. We have to have like 5 bars of ki, which is ridiculous. So let's go ahead and ×100. Hopefully she just teleport. Okay, both of these attacks are kind of a lost cause if you're playing against an AI or if you're playing against a real player. So the final verdict is I actually like the Final Kamehameha more than the ×100. If you guys have any video suggestions at all, like any video requests that you guys would like me to do, like any comparisons, like one-handed Kamehameha versus ×100 or Final Kamehameha or just anything like that, or like Super Kamehameha versus ×4 Kaioken Kamehameha, just let me know. If you guys have any video requests at all on ultimate attacks you'd like me to compare, just go in the comment section below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for taking the time of your day to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it. Please keep living life to the fullest every single day. Live positive and enjoy life. Peace.